Dr. Williams, it's great to speak to you today. I had several questions. I wanted to go through some of the activities on your side, if that's okay.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, sir.
All right, excellent. So I think starting out, could you start by sharing what inspired you to write your upcoming books on social impact housing and social impact investing?
Yes. So what inspired me is excuse me, is my extensive experience in the field of real estate investment, particularly in underserved communities. And my motivation stems from a desire to share practical strategies and insights that can help others to combine financial success with meaningful social impact, great outcomes, and address the critical need for social impact housing, which is naturally occurring housing.
What do you believe sets your approach to social impact real estate investment apart from others that are in the industry?
Yes, I'm glad you asked that question. Uh, our approach at Proactive is distinguished by our deep commitment to both social responsibility along with financial returns. However, we integrate sustainability into our projects. We focus on the long-term community benefits, such as providing true affordable housing to those at or below the poverty line, supporting vulnerable populations while ensuring investors receive strong returns in our social impact investments.
Nice. And correct me if I'm wrong, but your career began with value-added investments in affordable housing. How did this shape your philosophy on integrating social impact with real estate investment?
So early in my career, I saw firsthand the transformative power of value-add investments in affordable housing. At that time, I wasn't aware of the term social impact. That came later. I found out, about 5 years ago, I want to say December 2018, what social impact housing was, and that it had a name for it. And so I saw the transformative power of value-add investments in affordable housing. And those experiences solidified my belief that real estate can be a tool for social change and lead to really good outcomes. So it led me to develop a philosophy that prioritizes both social outcomes and economics for the people who invest in our funds.
Got it. Can you tell us more about the significance of the 39-acre manufactured home park in South Carolina and its impact on your career?
Yes. It's a demonstration of my ability starting out and then Proactive's, because the fund was founded roughly 10 months after I purchased that particular property. And it just demonstrated my ability to turn around distressed properties and create sustainable, affordable housing solutions. As you're aware, it was sold a publicly traded UMH, which is also aligned with social impact, with sustainability, with metrics that work to keep people in their homes, to have housing security and things of that nature. And also to showcase the successful sale of the property to a company that's aligned. UMH Properties marked a significant milestone, showcasing capacity to balance social impact with financial success, which also led to us having social impact reports from Morningstar Sustainalytics.
What role did the Legacy Housing's Park Finance Program play in the success of the manufactured home park project?
The Legacy Housing Park Finance Program was crucial because it allowed us to secure favorable financing for our project, enabled us to source quality low E HUD code, Energy Star manufactured homes, factory built housing, single section and double section, and maintain true affordability for the residents. This partnership was a key to overall success and sustainability of the community.
Got it. How do you ensure that your investments not only provide those financial returns that you talked about, but also deliver on those social impact goals that I know are critical to the fund?
Yeah, so we employ a rigorous impact assessment framework that includes metrics like affordability, resident satisfaction, community improvements. We also ensure that a significant portion of investments directly benefit underserved populations.
Got it. Okay. How do you ensure that your investment, well, I'm sorry, can you discuss the importance of affordable housing in today's market and how Proactive Social Impact Fund addresses this need?
Uh, what was the last part of that question?
So the importance, I mean, given the volatility, and we're seeing that there's sort of the real estate market has been a lot of volatility and there's a lot in play. Can you talk about the importance of affordable housing in today's market, and then how Proactive Social Impact Funds addresses those needs around affordable housing?
Yeah, so affordable housing is, excuse me, is more critical than ever due to rising housing costs and economic disparities. Proactive Social Impact Funds addresses this need by investing in projects that provide stable, uh, naturally occurring affordable housing solutions and options. So we solve the problem of low income families, veterans, vulnerable groups, second chance housing, migrants. We solve the problem of housing for them and for a lot of social service agencies. On our website, proactiveimpactfunds.com, at the bottom, there's talks about a lot of our we list a lot of our partnerships that we're actively partnered with to that end.
Got it. And then sort of on that note of different vulnerable populations that you work with, including veterans and individuals fleeing domestic violence, how do you tailor your projects to meet the unique needs of these groups?
Yeah, so at Proactive and all of our funds, we design projects, revitalizations, renovations. We don't do any ground up construction with the specific needs of these populations in mind, ensuring that housing is not only affordable, but also safe and supportive as much as we possibly can. We collaborate with local organizations to provide additional services. And in providing those additional services, it's mostly providing the space for those services. So if a case manager needs to come in, if a social worker needs to come in, we really strive to make certain we have some type of workspace that's Wi-Fi enabled, so people can be supportive of the residents that we provide housing solutions to.
Got it. Okay. And how did your early experience as a fixer for California Family Office influence your approach to managing and then revitalizing distressed properties?
Excuse me. Working as a fixer really taught me a lot about being boots on the ground, the importance of hands-on management, community engagement. Back to boots on the ground, it just reminds me, I was just watching a segment during the break I had earlier on the new Boeing CEO, and I saw that the stock price had increased slightly because they said day one he was on the factory floor, checking things out, seeing what's going on, checking out the operation. So as it relates to this, being hands-on management and being a fixer, it reinforces the belief that revitalizing properties is about more than just physical improvements. It's about restoring a community's confidence and pride.
What are some of the biggest challenges you face in balancing profitability with social impact in your real estate investments?
The biggest challenge has been navigating financial pressures, high interest debt, as we wait for investors to come in, while staying true to our social impact goals. That's very, really difficult at times, especially in the social impact space. We address this carefully by selecting projects that have the potential to deliver both strong returns and significant social benefits. And we often require innovative financing solutions and strategic partnerships.
Got it. So I guess speaking of one company, could you elaborate on the significance of your partnership with UMH Properties and its long-term impact on affordable housing?
Oh, wow. So the partnership with UMH is phenomenal. We have a video we did, a follow-up February 2024. Went back 16 months later after the sale of the property. This month on the 22nd of August will mark exactly 2 years since we sold that property to UMH. In that time frame, in the follow-up video I did in February, and it's available to investors, potential investors, those interested in the offering. UMH, that partnership really exemplifies how strategic collaborations can enhance the scale and impact of affordable housing initiatives. It's allowed Proactive to extend the reach of our work, ensuring long-term sustainability of the communities that we help develop. Back to sustainability. UMH has a Morningstar Sustainalytics report, second-party opinion, impact bond report, and Proactive now has one as well that was completed June of 2024.
Got it. So how does your background in psychology and certifications in mediation and green property management influence your leadership style and decision making?
The background in psychology really allows me to understand, and my own personal experience growing up in the Bay Area, really helps me to understand the human aspect of real estate, allows me to equip my managers with the proper skill sets to be empathetic and be effective in their dealings with residents and their dealings with social services. My mediation skills are crucial in resolving conflicts, again, in assisting my managers, teaching them how to resolve conflicts. My expertise in green property management ensures that projects are sustainable, environmentally friendly. On our upcoming projects in our pipeline, we're looking to install solar for multifamily manufactured housing and SRO, single room occupancy properties. We're also looking to, we're also looking to put in charging stations. We're also looking to, that we have on our hit list goals is we're also looking to install AI water meters. That'll help with water efficiency and things of that nature.
So it's adding this innovation aspect to social impact and real estate, right? Which I guess is critical.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, sir.
What some of the strategies do you use to ensure that your properties remain affordable and sustainable for the residents?
Well, we employ a combination of long-term fixed rate financing where we can, energy efficient building practices. We sell to groups that are aligned, like UMH Communities was aligned with our vision of social impact and affordability. We were approached by several developers as that particular property, although it was in our regular fund, it's located in an opportunity zone. And so UMH used it as a basis for their opportunity zone fund. However, we did have developers who approached us and says, hey, we'd like to buy this property. We're going to make some developments. And what happened was that I'd ask, some questions, some probing questions, and say, okay, how will you keep this property affordable? What's the population you'll serve? And a lot of them, in fact, all of them have pretty much the same answers. We're going to displace people and we're going to build something new, Class A. And of course, that's going to completely erase the affordability factor. And then they always, all of them, I can say always, definitively, all of them indicated that, we'll set aside. So say, for example, I spoke with one developer. It was 187 spaces over 39 acres. They were going to build some apartments there. I believe it would have been 300 to 400 units. And they said they'd make up to 5 to 8% of it affordable housing. And I says, well, what do you mean affordable housing? So out of 300 to 400 units, only 8% would be affordable housing. And one developer says, yes, it's cost prohibitive to make it more affordable housing. And they just didn't want it and want to have many low income individuals in the development.
Okay, interesting. In your experience, what role does community engagement play in the success of a social impact real estate project?
Well, excuse me, sorry about that. So community engagement is central to proactive success. We involve residents in the planning development process. We ensure that projects meet the real needs of the community, fostering a sense of pride and commitment that leads to long-term success, housing stability, better outcome, achievement of social impact goals, sustainability, uh, and affordability, most importantly.
Got it. And you had mentioned some of the tangible outcomes of your investment. How do you measure the social impact of your investments, and what are the specific metrics that you consider the most important?
Oh, good question. So some of the metrics that are very important is number one, housing affordability, safety, that is renovated to code, security, lighting, cameras, um, location, needs to be close to some public transportation, and community economic development, the reduction of homelessness. Those are some metrics that help us track the tangible benefits of the projects that we bring to the communities. Our Morningstar so aside from our PPM, aside from our DEI policies, aside from our utility policies, our water policies, our conservation policies, we're guided by Morningstar Sustainalytics, by the social impact reports, by the standards that they set forth, and generally accepted best practices in the social impact space. Yeah, and that's about it.
Yeah. And you've been inspired by industry giants like Sam Zell and Oprah Winfrey. How have their philosophies influenced your work?
Oh, okay. So grave dancers, Sam Zell's, his business acumen. He is the largest owner. May he rest in peace. He passed away not long ago. I was fortunate to meet him in person, have a Zoom with him about, I want to say, about 5 months before he passed away. So his business acumen and Oprah Winfrey's commitment to philanthropy have both influenced my approach to real estate. They've both influenced my approach to social impact, and that at Proactive, we strive to combine Sam Zell's strategic investment practices and Oprah Winfrey's focus on social impact, aiming to create projects that are both transformative, sustainable, and does provide a return for investors.
Got it. And you had mentioned that your work was recognized in that Morningstar Sustainalytics report. Can you share more about this recognition and what it means for proactive social impact funds?
Yes, and then in closing, I'll talk a little bit more about Morningstar Sustainalytics. Yes, our work has been recognized by Morningstar Sustainalytics report, and we were able to engage with Morningstar Sustainalytics. We're currently published on their platform. They have 2 published reports in affordable housing. It's the Proactive Realty Group, and the other one is Santander Bank. So we're honored to share that platform. We were able to engage Morningstar Sustainalytics for a social impact report, primarily because we were able to demonstrate we were able to quickly and efficiently demonstrate our commitment to social impact in the transaction that we had with UMH Properties, which, by the way, we still own some houses in that particular community. So that worked out really well. What else am I going to say? The recognition by Morningstar Sustainalytics validates Proactive's commitment to ESG principle, highlights the positive social and environmental impacts of the work that Proactive Social Impact Funds does. This acknowledgement helps attract like-minded investors who are committed to social impact, furthering the mission of Proactive Social Impact Funds.
Got it. So what advice would you give to new investors that are interested in social impact real estate?
To start by identifying projects that align with their values,
Mhm.
to focus on long-term social benefits of their investments, not a profit, to emphasize the importance of due diligence, strong partnerships, relationships, commitment to ongoing learning, as this is a rapidly evolving field, and be willing to work with social service agencies, governmental agencies, Section 8 HUD housing, the VASH program for veterans, which is similar to Section 8. It's a government subsidy. And what else? That's all I can think of right this minute.
Yeah, that's good. It's a lot. How do you how do you see the future of social impact investing evolving, particularly in the affordable housing sector?
Well, I see social. So I personally, in that proactive, looking through the lens of proactive, I see the future of social impact investing evolving, particularly in the affordable housing sector. I envision a future where social impact investing becomes a mainstream approach in real estate, driven by increasing demand for affordable housing and greater awareness of the social benefits of such investments. And that these social impact investments kind of permeates well, not kind of, it does, it permeates our society, makes for better citizens. And also, I expect to see more innovative financing models and stronger collaborations between public and private sectors.
Interesting. And you had mentioned before that a part of your fund is going to look at solar, AI. What role does technology play in your approach to managing and then revitalizing various real estate assets?
Technology plays a critical role in enhancing efficiency and sustainability in our projects, from energy efficient building technologies to items as small as light bulbs, solar panels, AI, and water sourcing, solar panels, using building materials that are energy efficient, the best insulation, having a new energy efficient roof on a property. All of these lessens our carbon footprint and really helps in revitalizing real estate and makes for much better residents, a much better place to live for residents who live there. And we're able to pass on that cost savings from technology onto our residents. We leverage technology to optimize real estate investments and to ensure that they deliver both social returns and financial returns.
Got it. Okay, interesting. Can you talk about the importance of education and continuous learning in your career, particularly in social impact and in real estate?
Oh yeah, continuous learning is essential for staying innovative, to stay ahead in a dynamic field of social impact. The importance of staying informed about industry trends, new technologies, especially evolving best practices. So I'm a strong advocate for formal education certifications as tools to enhance professional expertise and credibility.
Got it. What are some of the key lessons that you've learned from your most successful projects that you discuss in your books?
Case studies. So key lessons include the importance of community engagement, the value of strategic partnerships with local people in the area, the importance of providing job opportunities, even if it's just day work or cleanups or labor type jobs, but working with local laborers, working with local carpenters, working with local companies, contractors, plumbers, things of that nature. For example, in Illinois, we work with the agency called CETA. And we also have another shelter that will go by and pick up people if we need day work, pay them a decent wage, give them a lunch. If they show up like the second and third day, we have no problem going to Walmart, paying $30 for a decent pair of steel toe boots, gloves, safety goggles. And these are items that they can, use those on another work site. And, I've had people who have called me up and says, Mr. Williams, or they called my manager and said, Mr. Williams, will you give me a reference that, I came to your work site, I worked, I showed up on time, and I was prepared. And as long as, all those things are true, we're happy to do that.
Got it. So how do your upcoming books aim to change the conversation around social impact investing and affordable housing?
The book will provide a practical roadmap for integrating social impact in real estate investment, challenging the traditional focus on profit alone. We looked at proactive, and through the books, and when I say proactive, it's just like everything's proactive. However, in my book, I hope to inspire a new generation of investors and developers to prioritize social outcomes alongside financial returns, and to really emphasize social impact real estate, which is naturally occurring real estate.
Got it. Can you speak to some of the future projects or initiatives that you're most excited about, and how do they align with your mission of social impact?
Oh, wow. Well, we have currently about 500 units in our pipeline, that it would be great to have those, to be able to acquire those by year end. We're very excited about a lot of the social impact housing in Las Vegas. We're in contract to buy 153 units of SRO, affordable housing, which is desperately needed. We have our eye on 156 space park that's dilapidated here in Las Vegas, Nevada, that's in need of a complete rehab renovation. One of our case studies is 1735 North Rancho Drive, and we're looking to duplicate that success in manufactured housing and affordability with that particular property.
Got it. And then just finally, what legacy do you hope to leave through your work and writings in the field of social impact real estate?
A legacy of innovation, impact, integrity in the field of real estate, and through books, podcasts, seminars, speeches, talks. I aim to demonstrate that it's possible to achieve significant social change through thoughtful, responsible investing, and to inspire others to follow in those footsteps, and that it can be achieved in social impact real estate.
Okay, excellent. Dr. Williams, thank you so much for your time and insights, and it's really inspiring to hear your story. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Mr. Bill?
Yes, that was great. I have one quick question for you from the audience here, and that is, as I heard you talk about, the social impact that Oprah Winfrey has and her focus on that, and Sam Zell's focus on bringing properties back. My question, and this may be a tough one, is what is your why? Why are you so focused on the social impact end of real estate?
Yes, that's a good question. Because that's where I know I can make the biggest difference. Having grown up, there were many times that we were without a lot. I didn't grow up in a house a household that had I didn't have a lot growing up. I didn't go back to college until I was in my 30s. It's just a mission that's close to my heart. I have a brother who was at one point homeless, and I was doing real estate at that time, and he passed away in 2019. And so the mission grew a lot stronger. I don't know if I didn't mention this in this particular LinkedIn Live. We have proactiveinitiatives.org that we're launching a website for, a foundation to help the public at large. It's just social impact is very near and dear to my heart. My background is in psychology, which is a helping profession, and I have a lot of empathy for the social impact community.
Great. Where can people learn more about proactive realty? Proactive realty, more about your social impact funds, more about you?
Yes, I'll get to that. Give me just one moment. Wanted to touch back on the on the question that you asked. I'm just thinking about it still. Uh, so my mission in affordable housing and social impact housing, naturally occurring workforce housing, is that people need an advocate. What comes to mind is I think of two ladies here in Las Vegas who had their Section 8 voucher had expired. And to someone listening, they may not know what that means. The government issued a voucher that they could have a rent subsidy. Some landlords will not take them. They will not give them a second chance. And a lot of landlords, frankly, won't give them a first look. So, we were able to advocate for them to provide some housing. So my work in the social impact space is driven by a deep commitment to social impact, particularly through the revitalization of naturally occurring housing, which is social impact housing. So not ground up development. It's what's existing that may be boarded up, but is structurally sound. And we're able to pass on those cost savings to residents because we hold costs down with the revitalization. So our fund focuses on creating high quality manufactured housing, multifamily units, and single room occupancy units. And our projects serve low income, poverty line folks, vulnerable population, veterans, disabled, those with less than perfect credit scores. As a licensed manufactured home retailer in South Carolina, I'm able to utilize favorable financing through, as Mr. Jesse had asked previously, through Legacy and other part programs to bring in new manufactured affordable housing that the government will pay the rent for, guarantee rental payments for those who are in need of housing. And so our Sustainalytics report, I'm now pivoting over to that. Our Sustainalytics report is our impact has been rigorously assessed and validated by Morningstar Sustainalytics. Morningstar Sustainalytics is a global provider of ESG, environmental, social, and governance research ratings and data. The Proactive Realty Income Fund, the Proactive Realty Group, which is our manager of all our funds, Sustainable Finance Framework, received a favorable second-party opinion from Sustainalytics. It confirms that our framework is credible, impactful, and aligned with sustainable bond guidelines of 2021, green bond principles 2021, social bond principles for 2023. The Sustainalytics and evaluation also highlights our fund's alignment with key United Nations Sustainability Development Goals, which are acronym is SDGs, including SDG 11, Sustainable Cities and Communities, SDG 6, which is clean water and sanitation, SDG 7, which is affordable and clean energy. Our framework ensures that the use of proceeds from financial instruments are directed toward projects that promote affordable housing, enhance access to financing, implement sustainable water management and energy efficient initiatives. And in addition, the impact report for the Proactive Realty Group, also conducted by Sustainalytics, it underscores our commitment to ongoing social and environmental initiatives. The report from Morningstar Sustainalytics commends our efforts in reducing water consumption through investments like sub-metering, the AI technology. Back to the question about what am I excited about right now? Impact across all of our projects, whether they be manufactured housing, whether they be multifamily, whether they be SRO. I'm excited about being able to provide housing for people who are most vulnerable and who really need it the most. So here at Proactive, we continue to lead the way in social impact real estate investment. And we've proven that it's possible to change significant social environment, possible to create significant social and environmental benefits while delivering financial returns. So I hope that the takeaway here is that our audience, our listeners, viewers, will realize that the work in social impact serves as a powerful example of how responsible investment can transform communities, can improve lives, can ensure that the legacy of both financial success and profound social impact. And I'd also like to say that legacy for me, and this is a quote from Oprah Winfrey through Maya Angelou, and she was saying that your legacy is every life that you touch. It's not one thing like, I built a skyscraper, or, I just did one fantastic project. No, it's every life that you touch, that you come in contact with, that you can have a positive impact on. And people who'd like to get in touch with the fund, 1-800-626-2089. Again, 1-800-626-2089, or my personal cell is 803-989-8264, or they can reach us at invest@proactivefunds.com. And by the way, our website is proactiveimpactfunds.com. And we look forward to hearing from you. We have our Morningstar Sustainalytics reports that we can send over upon request, and any other information, track record, experience, pipeline projects, what we're doing. Oh, and by the way, we're a 100-day housing fund. In most cases, 90 days. What does that mean? That means that we're immediate income. So we're not a fund that, immediate targeted income. We're not a fund that an investor makes an investment and it takes us a year or 2 years to make a return on investment. No, we're immediate income because we have an existing portfolio of properties. I am a 50% owner in this fund, and I have about, I want to say 2.2 million of my own capital invested in this fund. Okay, and that's all I have on my end.
Right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Van.
All right. Thank you.